Or whatever.
Or whatever, or they don't, I guess.
Everyone, no, they do.
No.
Hold on, everything does have a first episode.
Wait, no. But what if this was our second episode?
This is the second. We're just like, oh, you guys really missed the first one, man. It was
Yeah,
good.
it was crazy. It's a lost episode. We'll never get it back.
Yeah, we had a special guest on. It was Jane Goodall, and
I was
wow.
gonna say Bill Nye.
Hey, is Jane Goodall alive?
I want to say yes.
Let's
actually
check. Let's see if we can get her on one day. Yeah, she is still alive.
Okay. The third search term was Jane Goodall death.
Nah, she's hanging in there.
How old is she?
She's 89.
Oh, okay, that's not actually as old.
I thought she would be older, to be honest. Okay. Also, knighted by the Queen.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Aren't we all?
No. I have not.
Pretty. Part of it is kind of that. Yeah. No.
I would say infrequently I meet people who have been knighted by the Queen. It's not never, but it is infrequent.
Who have you met that's been knighted by the Queen?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you, like James Bond.
Was it James Bond?
I can't say in polite company.
Got it. Okay, so anyway,
did the show start already?
I guess so. Maybe. What should be our what's our tagline?
Top of the morning to you.
No, absolutely not. Vetoed.
We can't do that. Okay. Well,
I mean, what was we're humans? Wait, fuck. No, the other one.
Oh, we can't curse in the first minute or we'll be demonetized. Oh. Okay, it's okay. We'll bleep it out with like an elephant sound.
No, what is it? We're animals talking about animals?
Yeah, it's by animals for animals, this podcast is.
Got it.
So we and in that sense, like, aren't we all animals in part of the larger ecosystem?
100%.
So no, the idea is that I think I'm gonna have like a monkey edit this, so that might be funny.
Nice. Well, this is actually everything that I'm saying right now is actually written by a monkey on a typewriter. So.
Wow, we got really lucky that they chose English for this one.
Yeah, and they decided to put in a explanation of what I'm reading.
Okay, so here's the idea: is that this is Animal Genius World, and we are animal geniuses, I guess, is the idea.
And this is our world.
And this is our world, and you're just living in it. But basically what we were thinking is every week we're going to kind of talk about cool animal things by focusing in on a specific animal species and kind of digging into what makes them cool, how they fit into the larger ecosystem, and maybe definitely touching on some conservation stuff for a lot of them, because it turns out a lot of animals are endangered because of humans.
Yeah, it turns out we kind of suck a little bit.
We did some bad stuff out there, and it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It was you.
It wasn't me. It's been years since I've killed an otter for its fur, so
Jesus Christ.
I would say that I'm sort of out of the woods on that one. But yeah, anyway, so I'm Nirav Gandhi. I didn't even say my name. Annie, what's your name?
My name is Annie Johnson.
Hooray!
Hooray! And this is Animal Genius World.
Yes, we also have some. I don't even know if are like degrees even qualifications to talk about these things in any way.
I mean, I guess maybe interest. Why? I mean, we can say it. Sure, why not?
Yeah, you should brag.
I should brag. I have a bachelor's degree in marine biology with a minor in environmental studies.
Yeah, and I have a master's in environmental sciences, so eat my butt, world.
Yeah. You had to outdo me.
I did. That's why I went second.
Yep, that's the only reason you got your master's.
That might be. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna kind of dig into some of this stuff, and we thought that this would be fun to, like, honestly target it more towards like adult listeners, because I feel like a lot of like educational programs like this are pretty much for kids, except for like Bill Nye's Netflix show where he fucks like on screen, which if I recall wasn't good. So like, yeah, I thought we could do that, but good.
It's basically the same as a child show, except for this one has swearing in it.
Yeah, actually, I would say that's true. Also, we're gonna assume that everybody knows a lot about Latin and taxonomy names.
Oh god.
So I'm hoping everyone has studied. Hey, what is that long word for for the Latin name of a creature? I've forgotten. Um, like you know what I mean? Like what is the name of the thing that we're saying when you're saying its species name?
Scientific name?
There's a longer, more complicated word for it. Binomial
Binomial name?
nomenclature.
Mm.
That's what it is.
All right. Well, I guess we should say that in this episode we're talking about sea otters.
We will. I know people.
Sorry.
Sorry, are there like famously sea otters at Six Flags? I don't
Yeah.
know. Are there?
Can't you just imagine them dancing with their little
Is that a real thing or something you're asking me to imagine?
No, this is entirely in my brain.
Okay. Yeah, so I can't imagine them doing that though, so I guess that is something.
It's good.
So yeah, I think what we should do is very slowly and methodically go down the entire 7-part classification chain.
Well, no, I think it's important to do family. So sea otters are part of
Family.
family. Sea
Wow.
otters are part of the, is it
Mystidae. And
Mastilidae? Nirav will be saying all of the
cool.
scientific names.
They
Which is
are what?
weasel family.
Yeah, they're basically big water weasels. So, hey, we're supposed to describe it to an alien.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yes. Let's start with that.
Oh,
So,
okay. So yeah. So do you wanna do it this time?
yeah, you know weasels.
Mm-hmm.
What if in the water?
Well,
And
would an alien know what a weasel is?
okay, this was not a good idea.
Just
Okay, so
describe a sea otter.
it's got like it's kind of a long rat. And it's got like this brown fur and a kind of a long, fun, furry tail. And they kind of float around. They got funny faces though, less rat-like, more flat and round, and they kind of like hang out in the water. And I think they do tricks. I'm gonna assume that they do tricks and dances.
I mean, yeah, probably. They have webbed feet.
That's also true.
They got big chompers.
Yeah, I see. I don't think this one's that big of a deal. I feel like if you are listening to this and you haven't seen an otter, like first of all, like welcome to Earth,
Yeah.
because you might be an alien. But yeah, we're specifically honing in on the sea otter today, which is a specific kind of animal, and also obviously closely related to other more freshwater otters and stuff like that too. But yeah, this
I
guy.
I will say so I have personally never actually, well, maybe I did at a zoo, but I think most otters that I've seen are river otters, not the giant river otters, but the cute little ones.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Like the science or the South Carolina Aquarium has them. So
Yeah,
when
they're a little bit smaller too than the sea
So yeah,
otters.
so when I was thinking of otters, not like this specific time, I've looked into otters before this, but like I was thinking sea otters, I was thinking like river otter size.
Uh-huh.
No, they're fucking gigantic.
They're
They're
big
like
boys.
5 feet long.
I'm gonna
That's
do a
like
I'm looking for
almost as tall as me.
I'm gonna find a big one and look at a size comparison picture. Oh yeah, it's gonna eat this woman.
It's crazy. So they're 5 feet long. They can get up to like uh oh god,
They used to be a lot bigger back in the good old days before the humans, but
almost everything.
I would just imagine sea otters to be the size of a large dog. That's pretty much what it is. So like um imagine like a big weasel.
A very, very large. Like how capybaras are like giant guinea pigs. It's like
Yeah,
that.
it's like that. Um, capybaras are cool too. We should do them one time. They live in Laos, I think.
The
Is that right?
capybaras?
Yeah,
We're not
capybaras.
talking about capybaras.
All
Get
right.
out of
Well,
here.
sorry, that was a spoiler.
All right.
We're
So,
supposed to do news. I forgot.
well, let's finish the overview.
Okay. So anyway, sea otters are cool. They're considered a keystone species, which we'll get into a little bit what that means. But basically, it means that they have like an overly large, like disproportionate effect on the ecology that they live in. So there's a very cool thing that I learned about. I will say this quickly. In undergrad, the absolute coolest class that I took was environmental ethics.
Oh
And
yeah, I took that, or not, probably not that class, but I took a class of that.
yeah, it was really cool because like, there's the concept of like the biosphere, right? Which is that it's everything that is alive all around the world is a single unit that is like basically able to be measured. And the idea that like the different ways that we interact with the biosphere is there's like more utilitarian methods and then like um ways of like conservation stuff like that. I'll dig into that a little more for the next episode. I gotta do a refresher. But basically when you think about the concept of the biosphere, you've got these otters here and they have basically like considering their population size, they have an overly large impact on the world around them because there's a lot of species that come through them on the food chain. um, and they're let me see, their once estimated numbers at 150,000 to 300,000, so not bad numbers, but not great. But uh, actually fell in the early 1900s down to only just 1 to 2,000.
Mm.
Um, and
Because they were hunted for their fur.
yeah, so fur trappers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Notoriously good people.
notoriously good people. Also, really, really, it's interesting because I feel like every time we studied like history in school, it was like, and it was talking about like the 17 to 1900s in North America. It was like the fur trappers are like this fallout faction of people that are just
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's
Um,
crazy. It's like half the reason why a lot of America was like initially founded, like not
or
founded,
settled, yeah,
settled. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. No, you're right, and it's kind of pretty awful. But like again, we have like pretty serious conservation efforts now to like keep them hanging out, which we'll get to. But yeah, like otter pelts, you can imagine like the pelt for like a 5 foot long creature like that being pretty significant. And there's actually a specific story I read about down there with one crew. I believe it was a French crew, like getting shipwrecked here in the 1700s and just killing literally 1,000 otters and bringing them back and being like, "Look what I found."
Mm. It's like the
Uh,
buffalo, like literally just killing them to the point that you can't even do anything with all of them.
Hold on,
Like,
Charlie wants to go outside.
okay, cat break. Cat break.
Yeah.
We're on a
Well,
cat break.
so I have a my porch or balcony or whatever is like literally next to my computer, so like I can let her out on there if I'm sitting here and watch her.
Oh,
It's
well, that's nice.
well, it's like she has never tried to do this even, but like she absolutely has the ability to jump off the balcony if she wanted to. So like I want to
Ugh.
make sure I can like see her and that she's not doing that.
You should like attach her, just put her leash on.
I
Yeah.
could, yeah. But I'm too lazy to get up again now.
Fair enough. So sea otters, they are normally found in like the colder North Pacific waters. Um, I think famously in America anyway. They're in California, and Alaska are the
Yeah,
two big places in America that they are. When I
please,
think of
the
sea otters, I
Aleutian
think of
Islands.
in the where?
Well, I said please, the Aleutian Islands.
Oh, sorry. Off the coast of Alaska.
Yeah.
But and they're very
Ooh.
cute. And when we talk about the keystone species and kind of their endangered quality, I also have a story about something.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the sea otter. And they live, how long do they live?
I believe that they can hang around for some time here. Let me see. I just had this here. Um, females become sexually mature around 3 or 4 years of age, and males at around 5. In the wild, sea otters can live to a maximum age of around 23 years.
Oh,
Um, yeah, lifespans typically range for 10 to 15 years. Um, but several captive individuals have lived past 20 years. A female at the Seattle Aquarium died at the age of 28.
oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Um, very cool. But yeah, we'll say they live about 20 years max really in the wild, but no, they're pretty cool. I like that on the Wikipedia page the word nipples is highlighted in blue if I want to learn more about nipples.
It's just going off of your recent search history.
Well, no, I mean, like, I'm just like on the Wikipedia page, and like all the, it's like the blue words are like links to other Wikipedia pages.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I get it. I was just
Yeah.
making a joke.
Okay, I'm gonna open the page now.
Okay,
It's just a boob is the picture here. All right.
good, good.
Um, this reminded me of one of my favorite facts, which is that if there's that on the Star Wars wiki, like there's a page for the singular word breast.
Mm-hmm.
And on list of appearances, they just like list all Star Wars media, and
Good.
I think that's very funny.
It is
Um,
funny.
okay, so the yeah, let's get into the next thing. So we were talking about like their like place in like the food chain and stuff maybe because they are hungry creatures and they're actually foragers.
Hmm.
So yeah, sea otters are not as much like hunters, but they'll kind of like scavenge around for whatever they can find. Usually, it's going to be like snails or like sometimes some of the kelp and other plants underwater, clams. They are primarily carnivorous, but they do seem to eat some plant life as well, just kind of on the side. It's like a side dish.
Yeah. I mean, I know one of their biggest foods are sea urchins, which, if you want to just go into
Just the
the
logistics of
keystone.
eating the sea urchin.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 the keystone species thing. So
Yeah,
like,
sure.
they eat sea urchins, and that's really important because sea urchins, if they overrun an area, they completely decimate kelp forests.
Hmm.
And kelp forests are very important because they hold a lot of species. They're like a nursery for a lot of species, and there's lots of animals that will primarily live in kelp forests. So if the sea otter doesn't eat the sea urchins, and the sea urchins eat the kelp forest, and then the kelp forest dies, and then all the things in there die, which is very bad. So that's why they're a keystone species, is because they conserve the kelp forest by eating the sea urchins.
Yeah. And what is up with underwater food? Am I right?
Am I right? It's a
Am
little
I right?
fishy.
Oh my god. All right.
uh,
That almost turned in that was almost something. So one really cool thing is that sea otters actually also are able to use tools, which is I would say like
yeah.
extremely uncommon in like rodents
Oh,
basically.
yeah.
Um
In really anything.
yeah, really like only a very few small list of mammals are able to use tools like that, but yeah, they to open hard shells sometimes they'll just like be able to like pound a rock against them, things like that.
Hmm.
And also can like hammer abalone off of rocks like that. So it's basically just like the mollusks and snails and whatever are hanging on the rock. They'll like use another one to hammer them off. I like that there's a fact here. They have observed rates of 45 blows in 15 seconds, which is insane. Can you imagine
Sorry.
hitting Can you imagine hitting two rocks together 45 times in 15 seconds?
They'd be the best drummers ever.
Oh, that's true actually. Uh, Yeah. Releasing the abalone, which can cling to a rock with force equal to 4,000 times its own body weight, requires multiple dives. These guys are persistent.
Jesus Christ. And they got the chompers, so they can break into the shells like the clams or the sea urchins a little bit, and then they can just take it and they go nom, and they just open it up.
Yeah. They also grab, this is also unique too, is that they grab their prey with their hands, not their teeth. They're the only animal, I believe, the only marine animal to do that.
Yeah, they grab them from
They are
the
like,
ocean. Oh, I
yeah.
also read a thing that they're one of the only species that like flips over rocks and
What do you
has
mean?
the like marine species who will go down and actually pick up rocks and look at what's under them,
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay, that's
which
cool.
like
Yeah,
also shows a form of intelligence, which
I
is
think.
really cool.
Yeah, I think if I had to give a sea otter like an intelligence score out of 10, what do you think you would give it? Like,
Like an 8.
okay,
Well,
yeah, I
like
think so.
what? What's the? Are like humans at the top, or like
Yeah,
what we consider intelligent? I guess.
I guess yeah, like I guess if humans are 10 on the scale, where do the otters fall?
Yeah, like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah, I think so. Just considering most animals are very dumb. Um, but like, and I know what you're thinking out there, listeners. You're like, actually, my dog's a genius. I'm sure your dog is very smart for a dog.
Uh-huh.
That is kind of the key element there for a dog.
Yep.
Um, but yeah. Also, do you know there's like horses that like can do math now? Like they got a science.
I thought the person who was doing that, it turned out it was like a fraud.
Oh, well, look at my face when I spread misinformation on the internet.
Well, but like yeah, I think like the horse was just because like the person, when it would be the right answer, he would kind of react in a certain way. It
Ah,
wasn't purposefully a hoax, but like he would like get excited and the horse would pick up on that
interesting.
and respond or whatever. But yeah.
Hmm.
Well, since we kind of did this in the wrong order, but do you want to hear a cool animal encounter that happened recently that
Yes,
has to do with
please.
sea otters?
Maybe we can make that like our halfway point in the episode.
Oh yeah, okay. Before we get into the cool facts.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
So this article is from July 21st, so fresh off the presses.
Okay.
It is titled Sorry, I already messed it up. It
Wow.
is titled Surfboard Stealing Otter 841 Keeps Outsmarting California Authorities Trying to Catch Her.
Okay. Sorry. So immediately my mind is making it so that the otter is surfing away to evade the authorities.
I mean, kind of.
Is this otter riding the surfboard to escape the authorities?
Not quite.
Okay.
So it's basically a sea otter, and she basically will like jump onto the surfboards or onto the boogie boards and like be aggressive, and then the people will back off, and then she takes it. So
Okay, so
she's
she's
been
just
like,
courting several of them.
yeah. I think she eventually gives them back, but you have to like wait for her to be bored with it. But I think it's
Hmm.
very funny because they've been trying to catch this otter for like a while, and they're like, we're at a disadvantage because or she like, let me find the specific line because it was really funny. It was like, oh, there were multiple attempts to use her unnatural behavior to our benefit, but her natural behavior like outsmarted us, which I think is funny.
I like
Um,
that. I like the idea that like this otter is just like looking for the perfect surfboard and just like no, this isn't it. This isn't it.
yeah,
Like the returns it.
and like uh, they're trying to capture her because they're afraid that she's going to hurt herself, or somebody is going to hurt her, or she's going to hurt somebody. Because she's being really close to humans, and some humans are really crappy. Or
Hmm.
she might try to bite somebody. But they've basically been bringing surfboards and paddleboards out with them and leaving them there like as bait. And then she'll come swim up. But it says that usually when they catch otters in the wild, they're sick or
Oh.
injured. So they're not used to having to catch otters healthy. So she's just getting away from them because they're so fast under the water. And it says she is very, very healthy. And they do say that them actually using the surfboards and the boogie boards as ways of catching her has made her become more wary of them. So it's very
Uh-huh.
possible that maybe she'll just stop doing it. But they are worried that, and they just want to get her. But I think they should just leave her alone. She's just stealing surfboards. It's
Leave
cool.
her alone.
Yeah, let her have her surfboards. But I just thought that that was very funny because right
All
now
right.
there are scientists that have gone, probably have their PhDs, so have therefore gone to school for like 8 years and are now like wading in a water with a surfboard, like trying to attract an otter.
I'm imagining it's like two like fat bumbling cops that are trying to catch this thing.
The otter like
Yeah.
swimming around them in a circle.
Um, so that is a good story. I think you hyped it up appropriately. This is now my tangentially animal related story was that Elon Musk has received a cease and desist permit from this or letter from the city of San Francisco because he tried to alter the sign outside the Twitter headquarters without getting a permit from the city first.
What?
And yeah,
I'm
so
just
he took down all the letters that say Twitter and he tried to put up like a big X and they're like, you can't do that.
I it would have been honestly better, like I'm imagining like Twitter with the bird on the end, and then him just going up to the bird and like spray painting it with a giant black X.
I like the idea of Zwitter, or whatever it's called now, but
It's just X.
it's just
It's like
X.
the Xbox.
Okay, is Phil Spencer going to be mad about this? Because actually the Twitter logo that they just made, which looks like it might have just been one of the default fonts on Microsoft Word, looks a lot like the Xbox Series X logo.
Hey man, Elon Musk can't think of any of his own ideas.
Do you know this is the fourth thing he's tried to name X? Uh, he
He
tried
just
to he
wait, didn't
tried
he
to
like
name
name
he
his
tried to name
child X? Oh
that's
no, it
it.
was some
So
weird.
well, he tried to name PayPal X, but he had like people that stopped him from doing that. And then he tried to name was it SpaceX. He wanted to just shorten it to be called X.
Oh right, SpaceX. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then third was his child, who he tried to name X, but the state of California wouldn't let him do that. And now this one. So I don't know. He keeps like talking about like the letter X is so powerful, and it's like I don't know.
It's
It
just
looks
an X.
it might just be one of the letters.
What do you think
Um,
is the most powerful letter?
it's a good idea. We should do a power rank. We should do a tier maker for letters. Because I think X goes up there near the top because it like cancels
Yeah.
things out. It's pretty strong. But like I would say I would say Z is kind of like powerful because you don't see it often, and it like the scarcity gives it power.
See, W just feels like a strong letter to me.
I
Don't
like
ask me why.
I think physically it is strong because it looks like it could like support its own weight
I
as
feel
a
the same
letter.
thing about S.
See, S to me feels like if I pushed it, I would just knock it over. Like
No, it's got its little like it's I'm thinking from above, I guess.
from above, an S is just a straight line. What are you talking about?
No, like
They're
how
all
it squiggles.
two-dimensional
Like
letters.
imagine oh my god, Jesus Christ. Imagine a 3D letter.
Okay.
You did that for W, you can do it for S.
Mm-hmm.
Um then if it came from the top, it like has the little like whoop 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 whoop, like the back and forth,
Right.
whatever. Anyway, this doesn't matter.
What were we talking about? Otters?
Elon Musk is stupid,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go back to talking about
If
otters.
Elon Musk and an otter got into a fight, I think the otter would win.
If it was a giant river otter, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I,
that's another
I think a sea otter
podcast.
can take him. Okay, so I think the other thing was that I wanted to get into I don't know if we listed this here, but like some of the like social structure behaviors because there's some fun ones here. Um, so I think a lot of people probably know like the primary fun fact about sea otters because it's on like every fun fact list, which is that they of course hold hands while they sleep, so they don't drift away
Yes.
from each other.
The best thing.
Your microphone became very scratchy when you said the best thing,
As it should be.
like a robot.
Just my inner demon.
Yeah. So that is really cool. And what they actually do is they'll form things called rafts, which is like a bunch of them linked up together. So it's not just two of them. And they weirdly link up in single sex rafts. So there'll be like a male and a female one floating around. But the interesting thing is that the social structure is that each of the males is going to like try to establish basically like a small breeding territory. And then after in the spring when the males have all set up their territory and like mating season begins, like the females will kind of take a tour and just like go through a lot of people's breeding grounds, and the males will be like, and
Uh,
and the females will be like, all right, I guess, or whatever. It's interesting because they kind of like go on a sort of a speed dating thing where they're like, I'm gonna check out this breeding territory for a few minutes. I'm not really feeling it. I'm gonna go to the next one.
it's like, girl, did you see that otter in that raft that just went by?
So this is interesting too. The males that don't have an opportunity to establish a physical breeding ground will all band together in one unit, and they'll also go on a tour. And
It's the incel group.
yeah. So the incel group will sort of swim through and try to intercept females that are doing their breeding tours.
Oh no, it's
That's
like
not,
real life.
it's not even a joke.
Except for I guess they don't really have. Well, no, the internet has brought the incels together. I was
I
gonna say
think
they
so.
don't even have their own group.
No,
But
yeah, they definitely team up in real life now. Which I think was the plot of the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I thought that was really funny, but the they're actually like not really considered to be like truly social animals because like they do spend time alone most of the time, but they come together for the purposes of like sharing food and hunting and stuff like that. So it's kind of it's said to be more out of necessity that they come together than out of like a social need like humans have.
Right.
Yeah, but interestingly, they're if you can just Google pictures of otters holding hands, and I think that'll get you through the lot of the day.
It's really important. I
It's
start
important to
every day
me.
by looking at otters.
It's important to me that you do that now, wherever
Yeah,
you are. If you're
right
driving a
now.
car, pull the vehicle over.
Don't even pull it over. Just do it right there.
Do it right there. All right,
Uh-huh.
what was next on our thing here?
Well, want to just go back and forth facts?
Yeah, I've got a list. I've got a listicle right now here.
Okay.
Of
Well,
is
you
it the
just
same
did one.
listicle you have?
I don't know. I've thought about a few,
Okay,
or
hit
have
me
a
with
few.
one. Hit me with one.
Okay. So, one that I think is really cool is that sea otters basically spend their entire life in water and on the water. They can go on land, like they have the ability to walk, which is nice. But they basically spend their entire life in the water.
Okay. So they can, but they choose not to go on the land.
Correct.
Nice. So I like this, which is that they eat 25% of their body weight every day, which is a lot like me.
That's insane. Not you, the otter. Um, how
Um,
many, like, how much do I don't really have anything to like put that against. Like, how much of the percentage does a human actually usually eat? Like the
well,
normal calories or whatever.
calories wise, I don't know, but like imagine someone who's 99 pounds eating a pound of nachos. That's 1/100th of their body weight. So,
So we would probably eat, like, if we're talking about someone who is like, like the 99-pound thing. Like, if you
huh?
eat like 3 pounds of food a day,
Eating 3 pounds of food is pretty excessive, though. Like,
is it like in for an entire day? That's
yeah,
what I'm like trying to figure out. Like,
like if I've got like a big bowl of rice and like I don't know if you've seen like 3 pounds of rice, but like it's a lot. You can't eat that in one day.
I guess a
Um,
pound of nachos is quite a lot of nachos.
that's like one of those giant appetizers you share with 8 people. Like a pound is a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
don't eat those burgers. That's like, here's a pound of meat. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, so here's one. It says the average male eats about 0.5% of his body weight each day.
Okay, that makes sense to
So
me.
so otters are what, 25%?
25%.
Jesus Christ. That's so
What are they doing?
much. Like I don't even think we could eat that much.
That's true. There's like not even enough time in the day to eat that much.
Like that's crazy. They're just constantly going for it.
I like the idea that they're like always eating, basically, like, because I feel like a lot of animals are like that, where they're like, if they're not sleeping, they're pretty much eating. Like that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But still, that's crazy.
All right, hit
Like,
me with another fact.
all right, I have to go back. Well, one is that they have like really, really dense fur, and they hold a bunch of air in their fur, so that's like what makes them float.
Hmm.
And they have to spend, they're like basically always constantly cleaning themselves because that's like the fluffing it up gets the air in there. And then like
Okay.
also if they get dirt in there, then it makes it be like unable to hold as much oxygen. But like basically, so yeah, so they have the densest fur of any animal on Earth, an estimated 1 million hairs per square inch.
Oh, now that's a high thread count.
So they're just like doing the most out here. They're the like biggest weasel. They have the densest hair of any animal. They eat freaking 25% of their weight.
I
They're
like. Okay.
5 feet long.
Jeez. I was gonna say also one thing I saw was that although they are the largest weasel, they are also the smallest marine mammal in the world.
We both read the wiki article.
Hmm.
Um, um,
We're
I
doing it so you don't have to.
yeah, obviously. Um,
I've got a good. We can just do this one here, which is that they're able to hold their breath for over 5 minutes at a time. Um, s- the river otters can actually go up to 8 minutes. So
hell
basically,
yeah,
they have a 2.5 times greater lung capacity than that of similar sized mammals.
that's crazy. So
Yeah.
once
So
again, doing the most.
yeah, don't smoke, kids.
Don't smoke. Be like a sea otter. Lay on your back in the water for your entire life and hit rocks together.
I don't know about you, but I would literally, I've never seen a sea otter with a cigarette. So
I mean, you're right. I've never either, but I've never seen a sea otter, so that's not really saying that much. Um, Oh, this is a cool fact. So they put stuff in their armpits. So
uh-huh.
they have, because they're on their backs. So like their armpit creates a nice little like flubby area and they can just store stuff in there. And then not only that, but they have favorite rocks. So they like find a rock and they keep that rock and they like that rock. Like if they accidentally drop it, they will like go get it.
That I can relate to. Do you think the sea otter thinks that the surfboard is a rock and is like trying to find the good one?
I don't know. I think the sea otter is probably just like, here's a fun thing that I can float on. It's colorful and also the humans have it and I don't like the humans. Maybe it's like a maybe maybe that sea otter got into a conversation with the orcas that are attacking the boats and he was like, "This is my boat. This is my rebellion. I'm going to take their surfboards. They're like tiny boats."
Hmm. I think I don't know. I think that if you I'm sorry, I like got lost in the idea of like a small person riding a sea otter as a boat. I had no idea what happened. Um but anyway, we should talk about their humans versus the world, which I think we've renamed Habitat for Humility.
Yes, so that we can remind ourselves that we could do better.
Yeah, maybe we should. So we've talked a little bit about the fur trade. There was this let me find this story here, but I think it was uh oh, it was Russians. So Vitus Bering which you may know from the Bering Strait fame. um,
Oh, okay. Wait, is this a person?
this is a person, Vitus
Okay.
Bering, who's a
Yeah.
captain, which that strait was named after. But he and his crew got shipwrecked in 1741 on a North Pacific voyage. And there was they discovered sea otters on the beaches of the island, and they spent the entire winter hunting them and then gambling with their pelts, and then returned to Siberia, having killed nearly 1,000 otters. And this is what began what people called the Great Hunt, which would continue for another 100 years because sea otter pelts became like a Russian luxury. Um,
Oh, is that
so
what the hats are made out of?
yeah, so that's great.
Good, good.
Yay. Um, but yeah, the Russians actually really moved into the Aleutian Islands, of course, which are the southern islands coming off of Alaska. Before that, before that was an American territory, that was a popular hunting ground for them because it's, not honestly that far from Russia. I think you can see it from your house there. Did I remember that correctly?
Yeah, I can see Russia from New York.
From New York.
Hmm.
I was talking about the Sarah Palin thing.
Oh, because you said your house.
Yeah. Well, I
I
meant
was
your.
making a joke.
Yeah. All right. Well, can you see it from your house?
Yes.
Okay. Um.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just swallowed something wrong.
Come on.
Sorry.
Um. And then somebody who I think we're gonna see repeatedly over the course of this series, Captain James Cook. Maybe not my favorite man. James Cook, if anyone doesn't know, was a very, very influential captain in that he um, discovered, like, quote unquote, discovered for the old world. Like, he discovered Australia and Hawaii. Um,
Yeah, not
and
the best guy.
no, he did some bad things when he got to Australia, actually, is the thing.
And Hawaii.
And Hawaii, actually, yeah. So, Captain James Cook also reached Vancouver Island in 1778 and bought sea otter furs from the First Nations people there, and then took them and sold them at a Chinese port, which alerted the Chinese to, hey, sea otters. And so the Chinese began hunting them too.
Oh, good. Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
So, anyway, let's not. I guess what my appeal to you, the listener, is if you see a sea otter, please don't kill it and skin it. That's about all I
Joking.
got. Yeah. What? Are you okay?
I swallowed water wrong and I'm dying.
Okay, I'll keep talking then. Listen, there was also the primary predator of the sea otter is oil spills. So but yeah, there was actually a pretty huge problem with the Exxon Valdez oil spill, which was in 1989, that killed literally thousands of them, like all at once, and the lingering oil in the area basically means that like nothing can live there still. um which I think these kinds of things, like these oil spills, like, they're horrible when they happen. And I think all of us probably remember the BP oil spill better because I don't think we
Mm,
were alive for the Exxon one. But regardless, the concept is the same though, because not only does it immediately kill the animals in the area, it basically makes that whole section of the ocean uninhabitable for the next 100 years.
yeah. There are some like cool ways that they've been trying to figure out to like uh clean up. Like they kind of have these things that kind of like skim the oil off the surface, but it like doesn't work that well. But they are trying.
Nice. um
Hmm.
I think hold on a second. Yeah, there's been a lot of efforts to like help them out. Because like there are still definitely poachers for these. Like they're primarily Russian, it looks like, but there are definitely still poachers for sea otters, and they are generally protected in most countries. But it's kind of one of those things where like these things are kind of way out in the water a lot of times. Like who's gonna know?
Well,
So
it's like whales
yeah, do you
have
remember?
like kind of similar problems.
Do you remember Whale Wars?
Yes.
Which was maybe just the most insane premise for a TV show of just like this unhinged man going out and like sinking whaling ships and like creating international incidents for a TV show.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Um,
like ice road truckers.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, there are several protected areas in the U.S., Russia, and Canada. And these places have like no dumping laws and no oil drilling. But we have a cool sanctuary in the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Got 1,200 sea otters living there, so that's pretty good. Um,
Nice.
yeah, they are definitely endangered, but not so much on the verge of extinction anymore. They definitely were 100 years ago, very much on the verge of extinction.
I
So
do
we're
know that one of the reasons why the otter effort, the effort to make them not endangered anymore has been successful is because otters are so cute.
yes. Ooh, can we talk about my favorite word,
Yes.
which is charismatic megafauna?
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
You want
it's
to
a good
explain
name.
that?
It's a good name for a band, but it is already taken, so don't even think about it. So
Damn.
charismatic megafauna is this social concept in which humans care much more about animals that look cool slash cute and
Mhm.
are larger. Also, the size is important because the problem is that like the effort for conservation pretty much gets directed to whales or elephants or rhinos, things like that. Whereas I've got this endangered tree slug here that I think the tree slug is going to be our default boring animal, but I've got this endangered tree slug here that maybe itself is a keystone species. Maybe it ecologically is very important, but we're not going to be able to get any money directed towards conserving it because it is not a sexy animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, like otters do benefit from that concept because they are very cute and people love seeing them. I did see one in the zoo the other day at the Atlanta Zoo. It was sleeping, all curled up,
Oh. Oh.
very cute. So and I thought to myself, I better donate some money to its conservation, and so they got me.
Did they? Did
Um,
they just you look at the otter and it looks super cute, and then you look
yeah.
directly to your left and there's just a giant
There's a
thing that's
man.
like, give us
There's a
money.
man. There's a man there actually. He's got a hat like low over his face, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey kid, you want to save the otters?" And he's got a big like Kroger plastic bag with dollar bills in it, and he like holds it out for you to throw stuff in there.
And then he's like, "Aren't they cute?" And you look back and they're all staring at you with big puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, and then you look back and he is gone. He has left the city. Um, one thing I wanted to also get into, which I think we might be able to, this may be doable. I don't want to promise that this is doable every week, but like most animals are in some cultures like either like revered or like actually exist as deities, which is very cool. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so there are definitely some like cultures where otters, the sea otters are like shown to be like magical and like revered and powerful. So the Ainu people in the Kuril Islands, which is in the North Pacific indigenous culture, um, as well as a host of others. Basically, there's like a whole host of tribes. The sea otter plays like this important role because a lot of these things have very animist traditions. And animism is this idea that like objects and like creatures and places all have this like spirit power, and all things are alive, if that makes sense. So like
Mm-hmm.
the earth is a living thing. Like these rocks are like a thing. It's a
Mm-hmm.
very like Native American or First Nations, whatever kind of way to interact with nature around you. Not something that we typically do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But
So what
yeah,
do the otters represent?
otters represent taking their pelts and killing them.
No, they
Yeah.
probably. I feel like, well, they're just thanking them for their
Yes.
contribution. Yeah.
So, sea otter pelts were like kind of considered to be rare, very powerful gifts, because they were used basically for like weddings and funerals and stuff like that. Um, but the among the Ainu, the sea otter was actually the messenger that like traveled between the humans and the creator. Um,
Oh.
yeah, so like the sea otter would take their messages, and versions of a widespread Aleut legend tell of lovers or despairing women who plunge into the sea and become otters.
Oh yeah, it's like the Celtic tradition has that for seals.
Yeah, they have a lot of like human qualities to the. I mean, we've expressed that already. Like sea otters have a lot of like more human-like behaviors than most animals, so
Hmm.
it's not very like surprising that they would come out that way. But yeah, they've been doing well mostly in being raised in captivity. Like the conservation efforts for aquariums and zoos have largely been really successful. Um, again because of the cuteness factor, but yeah, we're everybody just make sure that what happened to the Keystone Pipeline? Did they do that?
I think they did, yeah.
I think they did, yeah. I think a lot of animals died because they did that. Um, very cool. But yeah, I think the oh no. Uh wow. So I'm just reading this here. In 2007, a YouTube video of two otters holding paws drew 1.5 million viewers in 2 weeks and had 22 million views in July 2022. Filmed 5 years previously at the Vancouver Aquarium, it was YouTube's most popular animal video at the time. The lighter colored otter in the video is Niak, a survivor of the 1989 Exxon Valdez oil spill.
Oh,
Niak died in 2008 at the age of 20.
oh, but he was old.
Yeah. And Milo, the larger one, died of lymphoma in January 2012. So that's great.
Oh, good positive fact there, Nirav.
Yeah, I see
Thanks.
that. I see at the end of this outline you wrote something happy, so that was my contribution.
I think the something happy is that otters are like very, very good parents, and the mother and child share a special bond, and they love each other, and it's cute, and they're just fluffy little animals with so much love but very large teeth.
I think that's good, yeah, and I also think it's very cool that they are like, my other actual happy fact has been like the like skyrocketing increase in the population. Like the sea otters are one of the more successful conservation efforts over the last 100 years, and like that's really cool to see that like humans were able to come together and like try to rectify some of our wrongs. So
Yay!
they are coming back. Keep an eye out. There could be one outside your door right now.
Right now, go look. Although if the waters have risen, nope, that's depressing. We need to end happy.
The
Quick,
waters,
wait, no, end it.
the waters
End
have
this
risen.
episode.
Ended. Get me out of here. Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us today for Animal Genius World episode 1, where we I hope you learned a lot about sea otters and get a little bit more appreciation for them. I believe that they do exist at most zoos and aquariums, so if you happen to stop by one, say hi for me. They are very cool creatures, and don't stick your hand in their mouth. But other
Nope.
than that, just kind of
Let
like
them steal your surfboard.
let them steal your surfboard. You don't need it.
No.
Humans weren't meant to water walk.
Mm-mm.
The great messenger told me. He said humans aren't meant to water walk, and then he took all my belongings at the beach.
And then he took all my surfboards.
It was, it was um, he took all of my surfboards from my collection. Oh my god, I
I
am
feel like
tired.
that's a good ending.
Yeah, it's good. All right, well, we need to have like a catchphrase to go out on. So
Oh
what is
God.
that? What is that going to be?
Uh,
You may
I'm Annie, and that's Nirav, and we're animals talking about animals.
you make them. We find them in the wild.
No,
No.
taking your animal encounters and making them
Inc-
mammal murderers.
making them mammal. No,
No.
we can't say making them mammals.
Uh,
Otter. Do you have any otter ideas? Oh,
no, you can't. Oh,
no, that's not
it would
gonna work.
change.
Yeah,
It would
it's not gonna
change
work
every
after
time.
this one. It's not gonna work after this one.
I was also trying to think of an otter pun, and then also thought of that. Anyway, okay.
Do you remember that thing called the animal alphabet? There was a series of VHS tapes in the early 90s, and there would be a guy, and he would like rap about all the different animals A to Z, and there were several of them. But I remember sometimes we got to watch them in school because when they'd like bring in the TV on the big cart and like wheel it into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with the VHS player, and like we'd get to like they'd like rap about how cool animals are. So like anyway, can we say something like that?
Uh, the I really like the otter. They're never a bother. They swim in the sea, and it's nice to see.
I like that you didn't even think to rhyme otter with water where they live.
What bother is a slant rhyme?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just say that we're gonna figure out a catchphrase next time.
Yep.
But it's gonna be really good. So.
Animals for banimals.
Did you say animals are danimals?
No, I said animal but banimals.
It's not. That doesn't make more sense than what I said.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you guys for listening. I will be putting this up on all the. It might take a second to get everything like connected, but like I'm gonna be putting this up on all the major podcast platforms. So if it should be on like Spotify right away, but like it'll be on iTunes and Google Podcasts and all the other friends. Once that like
Yay.
registers and stuff. But yeah, so it should be coming out regularly there. We made an Instagram, so you can find us there. You can follow it. We'll start posting pictures of animals there.
Yay.
That is at Animal Genius World. So yeah, give us a follow. Tell your friends because we have much knowledge here.
We
That
have much things.
we
Thoughts?
have we have much thoughts to share.
Oh.
PHOT.
I know how we can end it. We can
Okay.
say thank you to our recording robot.
Yeah, thanks, Greg.
Hey, Craig.
That's not a good outro. All right.
No.
Bye, guys.